Hi guys, I hope you're all doing okay. I didn't plan on doing a video today. I'm actually, it's the March break here and I'm going to be driving with myself and Lily and my son up to my mom's for the week. Don't worry, you guys have stuff coming out all week on the channel. So I've done some pre-recorded videos, so you guys will not be left behind. You'll have stuff to watch. But I wanted to come on here real quick. You can see I just came out of the shower. I had like a really sort of profound channeling event in the shower, which I've never had before. And it's linked to the collective reading that I did just a few days ago about the messenger. And a message that came through really strong there was about the children that are about to be born right now, literally like being some sort of like special star seed energy, and it just really felt very strongly like there was one child in particular who was going to stand out more than others in either some capacity to channel, be clairvoyant, like literally a messenger, you know, like myself and many other tarot readers. We're all that in some sense, but this was just almost like someone who, like, there are no filters in the way for this person or what this person will become. But so I kept seeing in my mind the because one of the things that I channeled in that reading was that they were looking for the child, or looking for these particular children. And then it was sort of devastating to see that they did bomb a maternity hospital in the Ukraine. And this just, I mean, I was aware of that. I wasn't really hyper focused on it throughout my days. I was kind of trying to keep myself grounded. But in the shower, it really came over me. It's almost like the water acted as an amplifier without any cards or anything like that. But the message that kept coming through very strongly for me, and I wanted to share it with you guys to consider this and think about it and be aware of it. And if there's something that you can do, to please do it. And that was that there's going to be, either directly or indirectly, like whatever the reason is, I kept hearing fortified foods. So fortified foods, I'm thinking, you know, grains and pastas, and I think it's rice and certain types of milks and even formulas, like anything that has got vitamins and minerals added to it, that these foods are going to be affected soon, in the next few weeks or months. They're fortified foods, but yet these fortified, so what I kept hearing was the fortified foods, the vitamins and the nutrients. I kept hearing folic acid and niacin, folic acid and niacin. And I can't remember. I know folic acid is important when you're pregnant. I can't remember if there's any importance to it for children when they're growing up. There probably is. Niacin, I just kept hearing niacin. I don't even remember what niacin does, but there's something about folic acid and niacin and some other minerals, vitamins that are really important to kids. And if they don't get these at a certain point through some sort of growth stage, that it will actually prevent some part of the brain from developing properly, where these children or this child could be, could have a very strong intuitive capacity. Now, it's almost as if the shell that this child is born into is denied certain things, it will not develop what this child needs, or what these children need to become very empathic, to really utilize the abilities that they have as star seeds. So I was literally just being compelled to express this, to watch for this, that you may notice that for some reason certain foods are no longer fortified with certain vitamins and minerals, or that content has really gone down, that percentage value starts to go down in these fortified foods. And so I guess why this is important is just as a channeled message, so I feel like I need to share it, and it feels like it's continuing to connect to the other message a few days ago. And just anything that you can do. Like if you are in, I know things are going to become very, very tight for people as well. So even just in your own community, I know I had stressed quite a bit that I felt very strongly that there was in Africa, and I actually feel like I know where in Africa there's a particular group of children that are going to be very gifted, or a specific child, but I don't want to disclose that. But I want to say, like, I feel like this is just going on worldwide right now. So even in your own community, children, try to do what you can. If you can, donate food to women's shelters, children's hospitals, anywhere where children would be in need for food, and to make sure that they are getting these right now. It's such an off-the-wall message, but it's literally, it came in so strong, and I've just come out of the shower, and I have to get my son out of bed, and we got to load up the car and go. But I didn't want to not relay this message while it was still very, very fresh in my mind. Yeah, I really feel very strongly about this. As I was kind of channeling it, sometimes I find that I will question the things that come into my mind, and I will receive a memory or a vision to kind of solidify the message and almost convince me, listen, Cynthia, this is it. It reminded me of when I was around 10 years old, just out of the blue, I started getting like incredible migraine headaches, or I would lose my vision. I would have just debilitating pain that would be for a full day, and then days after it felt like a marble was bouncing around in my head. And these came on so quickly and so strongly, and sorry, my hand's getting sore. And I know at one point my parents were concerned, and they thought that there was, something probably wrong with me, because why is this happening to her? I had scans done on my head and they couldn't find anything. And I think this went on for about 2 years. And I actually did a meditative practice that helped pretty much eliminate them. I cleared them from my mind. But I've actually heard of other people who are psychic intuitives, who have that have experienced similar things in their childhood. And I really think it's almost like something turning on in the brain, and it becomes overwhelming. And this is something that can happen with the migraine headaches. But it was almost like this memory came in to say to me, remember when you were that age, and there was a huge shift in your brain's function and your mind. And actually that also corresponded to where I became very aware of out-of-body experiences that I was having also. So it did all coincide. So I feel very strongly about this message. If you can do anything just to try to make sure the kids in your neighborhood, if there are as well, I'm also hearing cutbacks. Things are going to be cut back. There's going to be government money, funding is going to be taken away. And always, but it almost seems like do you even have to be intuitive to predict something like that? If the economy is getting a little bit shaky, inflation is going up, interest rates are going up, things like this are happening, the cost of living is going up, that usually it's children, usually the children, seniors, those are the ones that the people in our community that do not necessarily directly and obviously add something to the wealth of the community is where the money is usually first taken away. So if the funding is being taken away, and it has something to do with the effect of a child's development, to really be vocal about this with your government. If this is happening in countries that our government, you're not part of that country, be vocal, just put pressure on. I just keep hearing this. This is a very important time that fortified foods, particular things that are important in this early stage of development, are not denied. These children, all the children, and there is one child in particular. But so that's the message to that I had. I think that was everything. Because obviously I didn't have my phone with me. I wasn't going to bring it in the shower. So, okay, this is yeah, so that's what I have right now. So anyways, guys, thank you for listening, for your patience. I always find the comments quite interesting and intriguing. A lot of times you guys share information and connect dots that I'm not connecting. I just find that sometimes I try not to connect dots. I just try to keep an open channel. So that's what I'm receiving right now. Yeah, so enjoy the pre-recorded videos that will be coming out this week. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.